Yeah.
You fucking
Don't tell people
crackhead.
that didn't fucking do it.
No.
Take it easy. All right, welcome to the Practical Pistol Show. My name's Ben. Here to answer shooting questions. Mr. Matt Hopkins is here. Say hi. Say hi louder so people can hear it.
Hi. What
All
the
right.
fuck?
Tim Heron's here as well.
Hey guys.
He's drinking water
Louder,
tonight.
Tim.
I'm drinking water.
I wish you were.
I know.
You're getting a little meaner lately. I like that. Anyway, let's get some questions. Well, at a match, I overheard a local GM getting barraged with questions from a flock of C&D shooters about how to get better, etc. Long story short, the GM told these people to practice using exclusively partial turtle targets at distances no closer than 20 yards. I think this guy was fucking with them for being annoying. But is there anything to this practice strategy? I feel like if you did this, you would develop a good feel of acceptable sight pictures on different types of targets at different distances. But he's a GM and I suck, so what do I know? Thoughts?
Totally correct.
Agreed. Next.
Next question. This is gonna be a short one.
I'll stick up for the guy. He may not have been fucking with them. May not.
Oh yeah, he was. He had to have been.
Why? Okay, so man, some guys are wired in a way that like going fast is easy for them. They don't have a problem
Alright.
going fast. They do the dry fire, they draw the gun fast, reload it fast. They sort of intuitively don't have a problem with squirting bullets on close range targets, but where they get tripped up is hitting stuff. So for that type of dude, and there's plenty of them that are GMs, the only thing that dude practices on is
Poster stuff.
is long. So he's like, well, I miss too much, so I need to practice longer targets. And then if he does that for a while, maybe he forgets where he started, and that he did he did all these different things to get sort of fast or to get competent fast, because that came easy. But what's coming hard for him is the long stuff. So he thinks like, well, hey, what you got to practice is the long stuff. I know a few GMs that like actually believe that they need to train this way. Seriously. Because to
Yeah,
them,
I could see that. I could see that. Okay.
to them, like the fast stuff came easy. That was no
Yeah.
problem. They did all the different things, and they're squirting bullets up close like a champ, like no problem. Well, just think about it like for me, intuitively, shooting fast on close, like splitting fast on relatively fast, I should say. I'm not like fast in the universe of splits, but for a D-class guy would look at that and say that's fast, like that came easy for me on close range targets, because it's like I pointed to, like the first time I'm shooting fast, I pointed a close range target, boom, boom, and I'm like, okay, that felt fast to me, but like I look at the timer, that's no other, all these other guys are way faster, and it sounds faster when they do it, and I just like go. Like, okay, well, as fast as I can pull the trigger, then I really learn what that is. And then he's like, okay, I just have to do that. And that's not hard to figure out for some guys. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he could be honest. I mean, obviously, he's kind of that's not good advice to hand out to people. But I will say, hey, if C-class guys go and shoot 20-yard targets all the time and they actually practice, they're going to get a shitload better than they are right now.
That's true.
So it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, if they can hit it, would be like hit shots all the time would be also pretty good.
There you go. And that's, again, another part of that would be like maybe misunderstanding. Most of the time when people miss, it's not due to like a marksmanship fundamental. It's like they transition off the target and drag the gun off or something like that. It's not like can I mechanically make this shot?
I agree with that.
There's plenty of GMs that don't understand that stuff. And that's fine. Okay. Next question. The guys I usually shoot with are sandbaggers. Their reasoning behind sandbagging is that they don't want to be a paper M, but a national A. Is this a thing that any of you worried about? Did any of us worry about this?
No.
Maybe you did, Tim. Did you? I remember you made GM.
Yeah.
No, you just wanted to make GM. You didn't really give a fuck, did you?
Yeah, not at first. I wanted to make. Yeah, I mean that was a goal. Like my shooting goal was to make GM.
That was always my goal.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it's
then
like, oh, there's these classifications. Okay, well, what's the highest one?
right.
Well, that's the one
what
I want to be.
Right, that's the rank I want to achieve. So,
I was
but then you find out like making GM that's hell, that's the easy part. Like shooting actual like a GM that's when you realize like, okay, now I'm a GM. Oh crap, now all the work really begins. So, it took me a while, I think, for my not only my confidence and mindset, but also just for my ability. You shoot a classifier, and I know a lot of B class guys that can hang a classifier out there, and shoot a 95% or better classifier. But then, you put them on
crazy talk
on an actual stage, and they're like, they start to fall apart. And I don't know. I was there. It took me a while to finally, to learn what actually shooting like a GM is. So,
okay.
But like sandbagging or being a paper M but a national A, I mean, eventually that stuff's going to catch up with them.
Well, I think
you can be a national A until you're no longer a national A. You're going to shoot scores high enough that you'll get bumped one way or the other.
It seems like a lot of these guys are like worried about what other people think of what they're trying to do or something.
Exactly, and you can't. You just can't.
Yeah, I mean, set your goals for yourself. Like, fuck other people. Go have fun. All right. Last question. It's a doozy. I've been shooting USPSA, 90PA, for a few months now. I've been progressing fairly quickly. I do well on most stages, but usually tank the weak hand only and strong hand only stages. Because of this, I've started working more on my weak and strong hand only. My question is, have you ever shot a whole match, weak hand only and strong hand only, for practice, or just for shits and giggles? No, I have not done that. Because
I have not done it either.
I haven't either.
Because if I want to go shoot the match and do my best at the match, and knowing that I have some problem, I would rather just go and practice that, during my regular practice time.
Yep.
It's just like I could go shoot 100 rounds, strong hand only, on someone else's terms. They pick the stages. I'll shoot those stages once, and I don't really get to practice. The match results then become sort of meaningless because I've really handicapped myself. So it's not the most effective practice. It's not a useful match. Or I could just go practice and shoot like 300 rounds doing the stuff and repeat the same drills a few times. Play around with the distances, kind of like I'm in charge of what's going on.
Right.
So that would seem to be a more effective use of my time and ammunition in both the case of the match and the practice. This is why you do not frequently see guys who are any good doing this kind of thing.
The only thing I can add to this is if you're shooting IPSC, they'll usually throw in a strong hand only stage where you have to move through it.
Yes.
And it's kind of awkward if you've never done
USPSA.
Yeah, I said IPSC.
Okay, well, this applies to like 8 people listening.
No, it was 12. I got an argument on Facebook about this. I
remember. How many people shoot IPSC?
12 in 2016 did. Not counting.
No, but not listeners of us then. Most of those people don't give a fuck about what we say, so maybe 4 then.
Maybe.
Because there's IPSC guys outside the U.S. that listen to this, but they already know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So they don't care. And then
that'd be the only reason I would shoot a strong hand only stage is to get used to moving in reverse with strong hand only was kind of interesting the first time I did it in a match.
I'm trying to think of what.
It was Florida.
Oh, okay, it was in Florida. Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess, yeah. You do more stuff in IPSC.
A lot different stuff, yeah.
That's the way it goes. But that doesn't matter, except for the 12 people who did it. So, Matt, that's interesting. We have like 17% of the IPSC shooters in the U.S. on this show right now.
Do we really?
Yeah, that's a pretty good number.
Yeah.
Are you shooting IPSC this year, aside from the World Shoot?
Depends on when it is. They haven't even announced it yet.
I'm going to shoot Canadian Nationals. What do you think about that?
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it is. I like Canada. I like those guys. I know maybe that's weird to say, but I like Canada. I always have fun when I go there. I could say that of a lot of places, but Canada's okay. Anyway,
Well, I mean, if I didn't have fun at a place I went, I probably wouldn't go back. So,
yeah, you would.
nah, probably not. I have fun everywhere I go.
I don't know if
shoot 'cause
Matt's.
I
I
like
don't
to
mean to
shoot.
like
It's
throw
fun.
Matt under the bus, but I don't know that he's ever had fun at Area 3. But motherfucker keeps going back.
That's a very fair example. Yeah.
How many guys do you know that like are always like mental basket cases and they have a terrible time at nationals? Oh, they sucked and they just like they hit you with all this bad stuff that happened and it's like that every year and they keep going back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Dude, people are strange. That's all I'm saying. All right. So nobody would recommend shooting a match weekend only or strong hand only.
No.
I would tell you
I'm-
this: the
I
only
agree with you.
the
I
only
like the
point of
practice.
doing this is to like let other people know that you're doing it, to show how
To like prove a
hardcore you are.
point, though.
Yeah, look, we're gonna make a point, kind of a thing. I'm gonna beat you
Yeah,
all.
but what does it do?
Weekend only. What does it do?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
just
know.
good for that person's ego, or what?
I guess because then you're in kind of a no lose situation. It's like being a girl. It's like let me finish. It's not as offensive if you let me finish.
No, I think we should end it right there.
Okay, the only people you're really shooting against are the other people shooting weekend only. Okay? So those are the other people you can lose to, which is not a long list. Okay? But anybody you beat shooting weekend only, it's like, haha, I beat you. It's kind of like being a girl.
Yep. And then if you get beat, you're like, well,
Isn't
it's
it
'cause
less
I shot.
offensive after I explained it?
It's about the same.
No, it's the same. That was the joke. You got it. Boom. It works for juniors and seniors too, but it is way more triggering to people if you talk about women like that. It makes them crazy. It's fun. Anyway, I think that's a good time to end the podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure. I think it was pretty short, but
Was it?
20 minutes.
No, 13 minutes. I think
Yeah.
both of our female listeners are probably triggered right now anyway.
Yeah.
then we should end it.
Yeah, we should. It's a great time. Anyway, folks, if you want to know more about what it's like to be a lady shooter, email me, bensteger@gmail.com. We'll answer your questions. We'll talk about some stuff. It'll be amazing. It'll be, 13 and a half minutes of glory next time. Right?